Hello and welcome back to the Microsoft Outlook application course. From this video we will start with Module 4, and with the other set of videos to come we will talk about several other topics. In Module 4 we will look at basically information organization, folders, and also encouraging you to practice more with all the things that we have done so far. So this topic is mainly, looking at how you can manage or organize things within Outlook yourself, showing a few tips and things that you can, or tricks that you can use. For example, using what we call colored categories to, in your calendar, applying certain color to tell you what they mean without reading too many information. Also, out of office response in a situation where you're on holiday or you go off for a day and you want people to know that you're not available and you will not be able to respond to their message on time. You can use that. We'll look a bit more into folders, the inbox and draft and all the things you've been doing. But also we want to look specifically how to create other folders which are not in Outlook by default, and also how to remove them or delete them, as well as copying and moving them from one location to another. And later on we will look at how to also add contents to those folders by adding some information like your emails and grouping things in a way that you can look at the folder to find them easily. And then we will just look a little bit again to different types of views and say a few things about them, show you a few things, and then finally still remind you to practice for yourself. Okay, let's put up our Outlook and then let's look at using colored categories, and also with time we will look at setting up out-of-office response. So this is our Outlook, and we still are using our FODAC4. And to talk about colored categories, I will simply point you to, it's under the home menu and under the categories tag, under the group tag rather. And then here you see categories, and if I drop it down you see a lot of color categories, and these are mostly useful in your calendar. So let's say I will use the way I use it. I use these colors for different things. So red for me can be a particular project, so I'm dealing with 2 or 3 projects, so I use red as one project, orange as another, and green is more for planning, blue is when I maybe do my routines with people, and purple is more my personal things, and in this way I can tell when I see a color on my calendar what it means. So let's practice with some of the things we have on our calendar. So if I go to the calendar, let me remove this other calendar switch to see the other accounts. I can see clearly my own accounts. So then if I come to this week where I have some appointment, so let's assume football for me. When I want to set up a project, for example, if I do this and select it and I type in it, let's say project 1, and here I do project 2, and here I do my routine with my team, and football for me is personal, and here if I want to plan, so I select the part I want, type in what I want, and click outside the box, similar to what we've done in some videos when setting up meetings or email. So let me set a category for this. So for my project, I click it and I go to the categories and I say red. It pops up for the first time that I'm doing it. Do you want to do this use this color assist, or you want to select a color preferred for yourself. I'll keep this assist. I will say yes. And everything that is related to project 1, maybe meetings for project 1, will have that color. So the moment I look at my calendar at any week, I know that when I see this color, oh, it has to do with this particular project. And for project 2, I will select. Another way to do that, instead of going here, is you can right click and you say categories, and you can say this. And for the first time, again, because I'm using it for the first time, it will bring this option, and when I do that, I can say okay. They look almost the same but different. And for my routine, I can do right click and I can use blue, and I keep it that way. And for planning, I want to keep it as green. And for my personal things like football, right click, I put it as this color. See, because this is recording, it affects all the instances that I already put. That's why you see 2 or more affected. Okay. And if I want to make this personal again, I can do that, and I don't get the question anymore popping up because I already indicated that. So this is what we mean by colored categories, and you can simply do that to help you organize your calendar in a way that you can look at it. So basically you can play with it here. And the next thing we will do in this video before we conclude is to show you the out of office response. So what it simply means is that if I'm on holiday, let's say for example I will not be working on a particular day. Let's go to next week. Let's say I don't want to be in the office on Tuesday. I can do one thing. I can just simply select it from 7 or 8. It's up to you until the end of work day. When I select, I right click. Oh no, I just type. I will just type. Let's do that again. Go back to this. Select till the end of the day and press enter. Press enter and type out of office. So when you click out, so it says you're out of office, but sometimes people may not know. So one way to indicate this is to right click and you can say show as out of office. That's one way to do that. If you want to do that over a period of time, for example from here to here, I normally do from here, just drag for these 3 days, and then I right click, press enter and type yeah, so let's do that again. Out of office, click outside, and then you can right click and show us out of office. And you see that by doing it at the top where the dates are, you immediately select that. You can also do it on a Monday by selecting on a Monday, click, it's already there, out of office, and then you can right click on it again and show us. You can also say I will use this, just show us out of office, and it takes the whole day. So you can select what you want or go from the top. Another way would be a notification, which is actually automated by going to File and going to Automatic Response. And here you can say Send Automatic Response, and click this box so that you can choose the dates that you want to be on holiday or out of the office. So I can say from Monday until 24th. You can say, put the message, dear reader, will be on holiday until 24th January. And we'll resume January 27th. So you can say for urgent matters, contact Neil J. You can say okay, and when you do that and you go back to your mail, click this, and let's go to our mailbox. Now you should see a sign showing you an out-of-office response, but I don't see that anyway. So let's go back again, file, automatic reply, and I put an automatic reply here that should show, but I'm not sure why it's not popping up. But again, if I just do that, then normally I should get like an automatic reply showing at the top here, where if someone decides to send a message, for example, they should see that I'm sending. But currently it doesn't show that for some reason. But this is how you set your automatic reply. And when someone sends you a message, what happens is that they automatically get a feedback saying that they are out of office. And that's how you deal with out of office reply in this case. So once again, you go to file, you go to automatic reply, and you set the dates, and you set the timing, and then you can, also make sure that this is when it will start. For example, should start already. Okay, let's choose today. Actually, let's say it starts today at 12 a.m. and then let's choose okay. There it is. So it's on because we choose the later date, but because we choose today, then it will automatically show. So if I go back, so Outlook will take some time, but then when it displays your inbox or your mail environment, then you should be able to see at the top of your mail somewhere that you are sending an out of office response. In this way, people will know for sure. For example, so this is it. So if I go there, so which means if someone sends me a message, they will automatically get an out of office response with the message I put in. And if I'm back, so it automatically turns off itself when the date reaches that I set it, or I can turn it off before that date. So those are two ways you can help people understand your agenda, by using the automatic response or by going to your calendar and blocking certain part of your calendar. When they look at it, they just see this sign that means out of office. So this brings us to the end of this particular video, and I'll talk with you in the next video. Thank you.